Chairman Gosar, Vice Chairman Collins, distinguished members of the subcommittee, thank you for the honor of testifying. I'm president of Capital Research Center, where we study radical activists. I claim no expertise in climate science, environmental policy, and the like, but I am experienced in federal policy making. That process requires the ability to join in honest debate, to recognize that all policy choices have trade-offs, and to engage rationally with people you may disagree with. Unfortunately, today's radicals reject all these prerequisites to good public policy. That's why Pueblo Action Alliance joined other radical groups in a violent protest at the Interior Department that led to over 50 arrests and sent at least one police officer to the hospital. Yet Secretary Haaland's child, who works for the Alliance, posted photos of this demonstration to Instagram and called her participation, quote, an honor. That's why the Pueblo Action Alliance issued a statement on the death of George Floyd with hysterical language like, quote, the institution of policing in the United States was created to control, criminalize, and brutalize African and indigenous peoples on stolen land. Modern American, 3 Ks in the spelling, police descend directly from slave patrols and settler militias. Police and armed U.S. state agents are working today as they've always been designed to, as tools of racist, settler, colonial, capitalist, and imperialist violence, hand in hand with white vigilante terrorists, close quote. That statement was issued in conjunction with the All-African People's Revolutionary Party, which seeks, quote, the total liberation and unification of Africa under scientific socialism. This extremist group was founded by an African dictator who received the Lenin Peace Prize from the Soviet Union. Pueblo Action Alliance is tied to another communist dictatorship through its alliance with Cuba's Venceremos brigades. The alliance's creative strategist glamorizes Cuban tyranny, saying he, quote, experienced reverse culture shock when returning to America from Cuba, a country Freedom House rates not free because, quote, Cuba's one-party communist state outlaws political pluralism, bans independent media, suppresses dissent, and severely restricts basic civil liberties, close quote. This isn't idealism, it's nihilism. The utopian nihilism of extremists often ends in violent bloodshed. It never ends in good policies that sane Americans desire. So it's shocking the Interior Department not only treats Pueblo Action Alliance as a source of policy wisdom, but also appears to have made official policy with bias toward the alliance and provided improper assistance to the alliance. In one notorious case, Interior ignored the Navajo Nation while crafting a policy that costs thousands of Navajos millions of dollars, pushing tribe members into greater poverty, according to the Standing Committee of the 25th Navajo Nation Council. This committee's letters to the Interior Department document multiple meetings between the Secretary and Pueblo Action Alliance officials. The Secretary has promoted PAA by having its insignia appear in public photographs beginning her first day in office. PAA has promoted itself by such means as posting those photographs on its Instagram. Activists have promoted Secretary Haaland's involvement in a film produced by the director of PAA, which demands that oil, gas, and mineral leasing outside the Shaco Culture National Historical Park be ended, a question on which the Secretary officially ruled in favor of PAA's demand. Finally, there are the many ways that the Secretary appears to be influenced by her adult child, Soma. No wonder the committee is deeply concerned that PAA may have improperly received non-public information from the department. The Wilderness Society is another example of environmental extremism influencing Interior. I note it refused, as did the Pueblo Alliance, to testify today. Again, radicals refuse honest debate. The Wilderness Society's governing council has 2 leaders from the most notorious source of foreign dark money in politics today. Molly McCusick, head of both the Weiss Foundation and its Burger Action Fund Dark Money Group, and the foreign national billionaire Hans-Jörg Weiss himself. The Society has worked with high-ranking Interior personnel on issues like the Izembeck National Wildlife Refuge and achieved policy victories. Other dark money actors powerfully influencing Interior include the Arabella Network, to which Weiss has given hundreds of millions, and the League of Conservation Voters, whose extremist founder radicalized Arabella's founder, and who suggested, quote, someday childbearing will be deemed a punishable crime against society unless the parents hold a government license, close quote. Clearly, radical environmentalists are exercising considerable sway over the Interior Department. Americans, especially the poor, deserve to enjoy the benefits of inexpensive energy and abundant resources. Please protect them from the radicals. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.